Welcome to the Lads AM podcast, a show for those late night ramblings you only get when the rest of the world is asleep. This show is available in both podcast and Let's Play form. Check out our social media to find out how to listen the way you want to. Tonight, we are playing Ori.
So, for context, we were at a party, the three of us, that we were told, hey, you might want to spend the night because we're going to be doing a decent amount of drinking. So, we all came prepared. And I can say things from my perspective, but honestly, it's not that interesting. So, like, someone was a little...
So you were asleep for half of it.
Yeah, so someone who was a little more sober might want to talk about what happened.
You were asleep, brother.
I mean, I can talk about some things, but
I mean,
I'm sure there's quite a few things where you're going to be talking about something. I'm going to be like, that happened.
I mean, I wouldn't say necessarily anything incredible happened. Really?
Because I can think of one thing that happened.
It was mostly just vibes.
It was a lot of just vibing.
Yeah, mostly just vibes, just getting just hanging. Nothing different. Nothing different. Could have taken the mics out. Could have started a little podcast right in the middle of it.
That
could have got some bands.
Crazy.
Could have got some bands. What are we doing, man? Okay, Rob. Say what do you want to talk? You what do you remember? We'll start there. That way, I don't.
All right. So like everything was pretty good until about 11 o'clock for me. I had been drinking a combo of cranberry juice and vodka, which the way that our friend Dylan was pouring it, I could not taste the vodka. And as people should know, when you can't taste the alcohol, that's when it's the most dangerous. So, in the span of probably 2 hours, I had like 4 cups of this. And around 11 o'clock, I started being like, yeah, I am drunk and a little bit tired. I had to get up early that morning to go to the dentist anyway. So by the time it was 11, I'd probably been up like 15 hours, which is not that much, but I don't know. So at that point, I kind of started falling asleep and being awake in like 15-minute increments. So from there, I don't remember a whole lot other than seeing Dick.
True.
Yeah.
Wow, and that's the thing you woke up for. Insane.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah? I mean...
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, you said it.
Yeah. I mean, do I need to elaborate?
No, you're fine.
It wasn't yours. It wasn't Dustin's, and that's all I need to say.
Yeah.
It was pretty much just strangers.
Pretty much. Yeah.
We had met him that night.
Oh, is that the first time you guys?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I mean, I had heard of this before, and then
I had heard this was a thing, but like,
yeah, sometimes you just take it. Sometimes you just takes it out at parties.
I mean,
what's up?
Kind of an odd party trick, but
I mean, would you rather have seen him juggle?
I don't know,
or do like a cool like, is this your card? You've seen that before.
Now you're talking to a gay man as though I haven't seen a dick before. Like,
I'm just saying,
you're the one calling it a weird party trick.
Yeah, it's not a party trick.
It's his thing. It's his MO.
Yeah,
I guess.
Some guys come with the quips. Some guys like to misremember or mishear things purposefully. Some people just like to say "bruh" on timer, and then some people just take their dick out at parties.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
I guess I wasn't aware because I don't go to that many
like
parties.
Smash Brothers, where we all have our special like ability.
Yeah.
Right.
And what's mine? Just pass out before things even get interesting.
Yeah.
Yes.
See, he gets it. He gets it. It all makes sense now.
So what else happened? Because I can tell you this. I can tell you that around 11 o'clock is when I started going in and out. And I can tell you that I don't think we shut lights off until about 3:40 a.m.
Yeah, probably about that. Oh, the other thing you woke up for was when we were getting Wendy's.
Oh yeah, I did wake up for Wendy's.
Yeah, that was roughly when I left.
Yeah.
Yeah, I woke up just enough where I was like, do I want anything? Nah. And then like 5 minutes later, I was like, fuck, chicken nuggets do sound good.
No, because
they're still ordering, so I was like, I screw up, put my hat in there.
we were getting...
Yeah, they were like doing a final check on Wendy's, and I was like, fuck it, I want nuggets, throw me in.
Oh, the final check. You mean the third final check that happened?
Was it? I don't know.
It was
I probably missed the first two then.
Oh boy, did you! So we were going, or the guy was going around figuring out what everyone wanted, and it was like, all right, we want four. What do they call it? Wendy's,
like the shakes or something, right?
Yeah, they have a name. Frosty. Yeah,
Frosty.
we have 4 Frosts. We have 4 orange creamsicle Frosties. Everyone says yes. 2 Nuggies. Everyone says yes.
And then that's when I said 3 Nuggies.
No, nope, not even time.
Not yet.
He's like, all right, I got this, and I got this, and then it was like, all right. So he reads out basically what we're gonna get, and then it's like, all right, one last check. This is the last check. 4 orange creamsicle Frosties. Actually, I want chocolate. Okay, 3 orange creamsicle Frosties and 1 chocolate. 2 Nuggies. What do you want for? It was really funny because at one point he was like, "What do you want for sausage?" We're both like ranch, and he was like, "They don't have ranch." And he started reading off the list, and then he read off buttermilk ranch, and we're like, "Yeah, we want that. We want that one." So
yeah, because it was then the next final check was like, okay, I got 1 Nuggies with ketchup, 1 Nuggies with ranch, and you're like, wait, if they have, I wanted ranch.
Yeah, I was like, and I was really confused because I'm like, I was told there wasn't ranch, and now Georgie's getting ranch. I want ranch. What happened here?
Never mind, the person doing this final check is one of the drunkest there. So
yeah,
I should say I don't even know if I was top 3. I started off as one of the most,
top
but
3.
like
you were top 3.
Was I? I think I was third. Man. I think the other 2 are way worse than me.
You were top 3.
I think the other 2 were worse off than me though. Near the end,
they were awake.
Yeah, I was just tired.
Okay. Yeah, Rob, you were just tired.
I was.
Yeah, I agree. I'm agreeing with you. Can't you hear it?
No, I don't actually, you asshole. But anyways,
so we go through that last final check. This is the last final check of the round of drunk people trying to order Wendy's. He goes, all right, 3 orange creamsicle Frosties, good. 1 chocolate, good. 2 Nuggies with ranch. I want Nuggies. They 3. And we all look over like, holy shit, he's alive. Like, all right, 3 Nuggies. And then he said 2 and then at one point he said 2 Nuggies with ranch, 1 with ketchup, and I just said yes. He does not get to pick his sauce after this.
Well, it's funny, Matt, because it's funny because, like you said, I was asleep for a good amount of this prelude. I vaguely recall him saying, "Do you want ranch with your nuggets?" And I remember thinking to myself, I don't think I said it out loud, but I remember thinking to myself of responding with, "Who the fuck gets ranch with their nuggets?"
What? Now that you're insane. You're sober now.
No, I'm not. So I've never had like chicken nuggets with ranch before. It's not a dressing that I would go for. I mean, if I was more sober, I probably would have been like, yeah, I want honey mustard, but I kind of was just like, I don't
You were
really
like, I
give a
don't
shit.
care.
Right, I was like, I don't give a shit. I don't want to make things more complicated.
Again.
I think at that point, even though I like didn't fully register everything, I knew you guys had been talking about Wendy's for a while. Because I remember I woke up, you guys had started talking about Wendy's, and then every time I was waking up, I was checking my phone. So like that's how I know it was like 15-minute increments. And then it was like 15, 20 minutes into y'all are still ordering. I'm like, the fuck are they doing?
Because for most of that first 15 to 20 minutes, a lot of us weren't even sure that there was an actual Wendy's order happening.
Yeah, it was kind of like...
It was worth it with George and Matt were like, oh, I'll have nuggets.
Yeah.
And then he was like reading out his order, and then Matt and George like, oh wait, you're being serious? You actually making ordering Wendy's? I really want Wendy's then.
Yeah, I don't think we knew it was
Real.
It wasn't just something being thrown out there into the ether. There was
So that was the majority of that 15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah, and then the food got here and it was perfect.
Dude, those nuggets were so good.
So shout out to whoever was prepping a order for like 4 people at 3 a.m. at their local Wendy's. That went fantastically.
They were so good.
And it was just, everything was handed. Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember eating them. I was like, fuck, I never get Wendy's, but like these are really good nuggets.
I can remember. I know you've had them before because you said the exact same thing.
No, I just, like I said, I don't go to Wendy's often.
Yeah, but every time you do, you're like, damn, these are good. I didn't know Wendy's was so good. Because last time you had never had them before, and then you asked George, they were like, are they like really that good, or like they that better than McDonald's? Because George was getting them like every 2 nights.
Yeah.
And then you had them, you were like, oh shit, he's right.
Yeah.
And so they must be really, I mean, I think it's more just a testament of how good they are if it shocks you every single time.
Mm-hmm. So, Dustin.
Yeah.
Why is it you had to be home at a certain time anyway?
I had to visit my grandma in the hospital this morning. And then we're doing a lunch for my mom's birthday after.
Everything all good?
Same day?
Yeah, she's getting old.
Well,
it's not really a set thing we know of yet.
Okay.
Just old. All
right. Yeah, because it was one of those things where, like, I didn't think about it too much until this morning when I was a little more sober and a lot more awake. But I was like, who the fuck picked up Dustin at 2:30 in the morning?
I got a lift.
Oh, no, it was me. Wait a minute.
But, like, a lift from who? Your brother?
A lift. Like Uber Lyft.
Oh, like
the Lyft app.
Like the app.
LYFT.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, because it was one of those things where all of a sudden I was like, why is Dustin leaving?
I'm walking
How's he getting home?
Yeah, he just got home.
I mean, I trusted that you had a ride. I was just confused. Yeah. It was like, what did he do? Wake his parents up to get a ride?
I'm surprised you didn't see.
Brother?
I'm surprised you didn't see Dustin walking home when you
drove home.
We drove home this morning.
I tried putting my thumb doing the hitch a ride thing, but you drove right past me.
Oh, you were the homeless man?
Yeah.
Ah.
I was like, Robert, please, I'm not a homeless man. Pick me up. And keep driving.
Oh, well.
Georgia and I did look like homeless people when we were, it was kind of when we were actually first got there. Because we were carrying the chairs that we brought, our sleeping bags, and alcohol. And we were just like walking. We parked far away because parking was terrible.
I'm glad you said it, Matt, because I felt so weird when I left in the morning because I was walking back to my car and all I had was an opened case of alcohol and a sleeping bag. And I'm like, anyone who looks at me is probably going to think I'm homeless or something.
I think there's maybe. But there's also like a college not too far from there.
I guess.
So like, probably
I'm
not.
sure they were just like, They probably
Yo.
think, dude in his 20s who's just coming from a party.
Yeah.
But by the way, parking at the library was goated, I will say.
Nice.
No issues. So if I need to go
That's
there
good, okay.
again, especially on a Saturday evening, that's the place to park.
And
Dude.
Kevin James is showing up again.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, fuck Kevin James. Me and the homies hate Kevin James.
Dude, I had to be told who Kevin James was, so
You did. You thought he was a musician when we showed up.
I took a stab in the dark. I was
the Kevin James
oh,
concert.
musician.
I mean, maybe.
And then as soon as I was like, not musician, all right, fine. Comedian? All right, cool. There we go.
Yeah, we were like, have you seen Paul Blart? You're like, yeah, like that guy.
All right,
The
so like, I'm
titular
gonna
Paul
be
Blart.
honest. I'm gonna be honest, and this is, me revealing that I'm stupid because of course I am.
Revealing.
But like, I thought the name of the actor was also Paul Blart.
No.
Wait,
Like a
Just kidding.
like a
Like a
case
Miley
with
Cyrus and
a
Hannah Montana sort of thing.
not exactly
Where she was Miley and Sheldon in real life.
No, not exactly. I just thought the name of the character came from the name of the actor.
any like reason? Like, did you see something about
No.
Paul Blart at some point? No, just kind of just cause. Okay.
I think I think it's because of the way the movie was named, where it was Paul Blart's Mall Cop.
Wait,
So it because
Paul Blart's Mall Cop?
yeah, isn't that how it was?
No,
No?
it's
Paul
Paul.
Blart.
No, it's Paul Blart, as in the
Colon,
guy's name.
mall
Colon.
cop.
He is a mall cop.
Ah, well,
Yeah.
that's probably
Yeah,
why I
you
got
were-
confused because I
Yeah,
thought it
you
was
were
Paul
reading it
Blart's
as like
Mall Cop.
possessive.
Right.
He's doing
and
the Barnes and
so-
Nobles thing, but with Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Right,
Yeah,
so like
or
I
like,
was like, oh,
what-
okay.
What is it?
So it's like Tim Hortons or whatever.
Tyler Perry. No, is it Tyler Perry? It has all his movies are
Tyler
named
Perry
after
is a
him?
person. Oh
Yeah, but
no.
all his-
I know Tim Horton does.
Oh no, yeah, it is Tyler Perry. Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, so that's why I got a little confused.
and that would be it. That would be what you were talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it seems like
yeah.
it was lights out about an hour after I left. What time did you all end up waking up this morning?
Define wake up.
Oh, yeah. Probably like I mean, I was sleeping okay, but then there was like this like really loud noise at like 3:30. And then there was like another really loud noise at like 3:45.
What do you want? I snore.
And then 4. And then like 4:01. 4:02.
Yeah, in
What
general,
was the final
people,
wake up for everybody?
I think
think-
people were like standing up awake around 10 a.m.
Yeah. Because I had woken up, was up for like an hour just like watching videos because I couldn't fall asleep. And then I think I'd like kind of fallen asleep like a second time. And then that was the time that it was like I was waking up because everyone was like standing up and moving around. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
people are alive now. Time to be alive.
Except for Georgia, who by the time I left, Georgia still had not gotten up.
He was like conscious.
Conscious, sure. Did
Yeah,
I
he
see
just
him
didn't-
move? No.
He was just hiding. He was just hiding under the covers.
Yes.
Yeah, no, we got a got a taste of what camping's gonna be like. Got the chairs. Gonna rock that. Gotta figure out how my temp's working. Camping soon,
Yep, next week.
by the way.
That'll be fun. We
Yeah,
get to throw axes again.
get to throw axes again.
Throw axes. I also have my throwing knives, which we can try out.
Oh, the
We're
ones
gonna
you
throw
got
so
at,
many things.
Yeah, what I got at the King Richard's Fair.
Oh, that'd be good. I got new I did new mics for the pod.
Nice.
Cool.
I checked them out this time. Hopefully they'll be better than the
Okay.
ones before. They are so we'll do the same thing with people recording like notes on their phones.
Okay.
This time it's only 3 people have to do it because it's like 2 mics to 1 receiver. So it's not going to be totally individual tracks, but that's kind of whatever.
Okay.
So like 2 mics will be hooked up to 1 phone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I did do because the biggest issue last time was that they were supposed to be lav mics, but I think that was just kind of a joke because they didn't operate like lav mics at all.
Not at all.
Because they're supposed to be.
I remember I could hear Fanning more clearer my mic than myself.
Yeah. Which is insane. So I had them both right next to each other. I was talking into one and had the other one like basically where someone else would be.
Yeah.
But it didn't pick them up at all. And I did it outside. So it should be fine. Should be better. And I'll still have my the backup thing that used last time as well. So should be Gucci, man.
Okay.
Should be Gucci, man.
Robert, you mentioned King Richard's Fair.
Yeah.
I want to ask you something.
Okay.
Do you remember, like, it was pretty much like right when we got there, we were going to the bathroom first, and outside that big porta potty area, there was like a guess how many eyeballs in the jar
Yeah, I remember that.
thing. Did you also, out of that, just get a bunch of spam calls and texts from that company trying to give you a renovation for your home? Because that's
No,
the company
I
that was
did
running
not.
it. There's like a home renovation company. You know, if you won, you got like a free, I don't know, bathroom renovation or something or whatever it was.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that.
That's all I got from them. It's like for the next month after that, I think they just kept calling me, trying to offer me some sort of renovations. I was like, oh, I live in my grandparents' house in Clinton. They're out of the country, and it's like, okay, we'll call you in a month and see if he wants any renovations. It's like, oh Christ.
I mean, I know, like, I would get spam phone calls in general and just ignore them. So, like, is it possible that they were some of those spam phone calls? Certainly, sure.
Which is because they said they would call if you won. So I picked up the numbers because, like, oh, what if I won?
Nope. Actually, we're just
And also,
trying to...
yeah, they were trying to just spam me.
Yeah.
They said they would post the correct number of eyeballs on their Facebook page. They never did.
They never did?
That's funny.
They never did. I checked
I
their Facebook page. They never posted it.
I remember that I meant to ask you if you had checked. Because I forget what I had guessed at this point, obviously.
Yeah.
But I felt pretty good about the guess that I had made.
Oh, y'all got
Yeah, I think we were pretty close to our guesses too.
Yeah, I think our guesses were
Yeah, I
like
checked it.
70 off from each other. Which in the
Something like
grand
that.
scheme of things isn't that far off. I think I had more than you.
Yeah. But yeah, I like regularly checked their Facebook for like a couple of weeks after that. I was like, they're still posting, but they never posted that.
Weird.
Y'all
Yeah.
Well, when we
Got
go
scammed.
if we go this year, then you know not to do that.
No, we were
I
gonna
know
go
to
fight
flip
them.
over their booth when I see them.
Speaking of getting
You're just stealing our phone numbers.
Speaking
You
of getting things that are like prizes like that, Matt.
Yeah.
From PAX, that TV thing.
Yeah.
Did that ever come in?
Yeah, I got it.
You did? Okay.
Yeah.
Last I heard, you were having issues, like they hadn't sent you anything.
Well, he eventually got the confirmation. I remember that update.
Yeah.
Oh, I never
got
really
it,
heard
and then
that update.
But then the TV that I had wouldn't work, so I had to get a new one.
Oh no.
It was just like there was a TV that I got from work because they were getting rid of it.
Hmm.
But the screws on the back are all messed up. So I got it.
Dude, I just found out that I'm apparently going to be getting a new free TV. My sister likes to give me stuff for free.
She's just giving you a TV.
Well, so they're redoing doing a couple of the rooms in their house. In
I know what company they
particular,
shouldn't call.
huh?
I know what company they shouldn't call.
True. No, basically what they're doing is they're changing one of their rooms that is upstairs. It's currently like a big playroom for the kids.
Yeah.
And they're changing it into a second bedroom. And the TV that is currently in there, they do not have anywhere to put it. And rather than get rid of a TV that is pretty much brand new, I think they've only had it like a year or two. She was like, "Hey, you want a new TV?" I was like, "Sure."
Why say no?
Exactly. Why say no? So, yeah, I don't know when that'll happen or if it'll happen actually, but apparently that's something that'll be happening.
Just get psyched out. Actually, no, we're not going to give it to you. Who's all roost?
She made you guess how many eyeballs are in a jar to get a TV.
And then just spammed my phone for a month.
You guys hear about the portal?
I did hear about the portal.
Dude.
Go on.
It was the New York Ireland portal.
New York and Dublin.
That
Like,
thing.
Yeah, it's like another.
It's basically just one big FaceTime.
Pretty much. Yeah, but then it got and then obviously because people.
Because humans are humans.
Because humans are humans.
Uh-huh.
And people are people, and the internet got shut down.
Wait, why did it get shut down?
There's like paused indefinitely.
Why?
Well, the first thing is that a bunch of people just started putting stuff up to it. Like someone on that side put up a picture of 9/11.
Yeah, on the picture on the Ireland side?
Yeah, Ireland just held up a picture of 9/11 to the New York people
to show New Yorkers.
God.
So that happened.
Dude, we responded by showing a picture of a potato.
Oh well,
we show a picture of a car blowing up.
Oh no! Oh no!
So yeah, people messed with it.
Oh my
god!
I don't know if that's horrible or hilarious.
It eventually got
hilarious.
Yeah. It eventually got like shut down. Not shut down, but like it was off for like a week, and then it came back. And then someone on the New York side, a woman on the New York side, flashed it.
I mean, people were flashing it on both sides like the whole time.
I know the there's one that's credited. Right? There's one that was the news story was like, this happened and this is why, and it's this person.
Yeah.
Maybe because it got the most attention. Maybe other people were doing it like at night.
Probably.
And no one really
cared. But she did in like broad daylight.
Yeah, this one's broad daylight. I remember seeing people being like, these 4 people. Find these 4 people. Because it's 4 people on the Ireland was it Dublin?
Yeah, Dublin.
4 people on the Dublin side with their phones out. And they're like, someone find these 4 people, because they're the ones that got like a picture or video of it. I don't think anything is surfaced. So they are keeping it for themselves.
The Pro ran on Windows 10.
I mean, okay.
Ran on Windows 10?
Yeah. I don't know. I guess it was updating at one point, and people saw. I was like, "Oh, look, Windows 10."
Oh, kind of like if you go to like a restaurant, not a restaurant, but like a fast food place.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And they have the
their like menus.
Yeah, but then sometimes it's just like it bugs out, so you just see like Windows.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. I'm gonna be honest. I think that's a lame reason to shut it down.
Yeah.
What were you expecting to happen?
I think that's more kind of a reason why they should have done it in the first place. But
yeah, but then they chose to do it. It's like, okay, I feel like they're signing off on that.
Yeah, you can't claim like, oh, we didn't think people were gonna do this. If
We thought you was gonna spend 10 minutes of your day waving at it and then walking away.
yeah, this was meant to bring people together.
Well, were you
and-
able? Did it? Was it only video or was there audio as well?
It's just video.
Just video.
It's just video. Imagine you're just walking down the street of Dublin and you just hear,
That would be
"Hey, I'm
so
walking,
annoying.
I'm walking in," and then you hear, "Brr, brr, brr, brr." Like that would
Two
suck.
extremely busy cities is hearing the audio coming from like an Xbox microphone
Oh yeah, yeah.
every
wouldn't
time
have-
you walk
you know
past
what
that
it-
portal. Ugh.
Oh yeah, you know it wouldn't have been a good one either.
All right, but like, hear me out. Okay, you ready?
Mhm.
Okay, you take this concept. Okay.
Yeah.
Move the portal to out instead of it being where it currently is. Imagine you move it to like inside a museum or something, right?
Sure.
Like let's just say like the Children's Museum in Boston, right?
Okay.
And then the other one is in like maybe there's a Children's Museum in Dublin for the sake of saying.
Yeah.
I think that actually works really well. For one, you could have them talk to each other and it would be fine. Two, you can have a staff member there, monitoring things, making sure it's okay. But you're a lot less likely to have anything too inappropriate.
You would definitely need staff there to prevent that.
Well, yeah, because I mean,
Because
you're gonna have.
I'm against it because someone's gonna start flashing in the children's museum.
No. I'm not worried about that. I'd be more worried about like a kid who's like 11, 12, or 13 saying like something inappropriate.
I mean, they had that, but I mean, maybe there's a shot they beat that because obviously there was some kind of discussion on where to have it, where to put it, where to install it, and I'm sure that wasn't like something they didn't think of. Maybe they. I'm trying to think of a place that would want that. Honestly, if I'm running a museum and I'm thinking, oh, an uninterrupted feed from people across the country, nah.
But
because
again,
I know what's going to happen.
But again, if it's an interactive children's museum, then like you could use it to promote international relations.
That's what it.
And again, I think with it being kids, it's more likely to be okay.
I think, but okay. My only concern is that
like no one in their right fucking mind is going to flash someone in a children's museum. In a children's museum,
the whole point
is everywhere. That's what I'm saying. There needs to be a security guard there.
Yeah, the whole point of it is that people aren't in their right minds. That's why we're in this situation to begin with. And I'm saying that if a building I'm saying that, somewhere randomly outside, I mean, honestly, it's not. I mean, you can anyone can walk around without a shirt in New York. That's perfectly legal there. But it's like, somewhere outside, someone flashed the magic portal that goes to the other country. Okay, fine. That's kind of a funny headline. Woman flashes portal beamed directly to New York Children's Museum. That sounds bad. Why did the director ever allow that to happen? And then now someone's really at fault for that. So I'm assuming this was that was probably an option that someone had come up with, but then we're like, probably not. At least if it's outside, we can just say, hey, people are people.
I guess.
I'm not doing it. Or maybe it's just people just don't know. Maybe it was, I don't know, because the dude who did it was like an artist.
Here's the real question, Matt. When do we get other portals set up?
Now, probably never. Yeah, never now.
Because the owners of these ones want to be little prudes.
All right, Matt. You can have a portal but it goes to whatever city you want. What city do you want it to go to?
Where's our portal?
You can put our portal wherever you want. Like, if you want it in your backyard, go for it. If you want it, I don't know. Let's just say, for the sake of convenience, we'll say that it's somewhere in Salem.
Salem. Okay, Salem portal.
So in the middle of Salem Commons.
Yeah,
all
sure.
Right, all right. Okay. I can
What
think of this
city
spot.
do you propose that it connects to?
Somewhere in Norway.
Like Oslo?
Like the camper?
One.
Camp Oslo. No.
Yeah, you just try doing a Oslo joke.
I want it to be somewhere that's just connected to like a really like cool like walkable city, and then so I can bring people and be like, this is what we could have.
So, like Amsterdam?
Sure.
Yeah, somewhere in the Netherlands.
Just so I can look at it and think about the possibilities and what could be there.
Okay.
I was originally just going to go with the easy answer and say Tokyo, but no, I am not giving weebs access to a portal to Tokyo. I do not trust. I trust them even less. Dude, you're gonna get a bunch of people if I'm my hero garb, just like staying at the portal the whole time, and like looking at Japanese people. Also, Japan would never let that happen.
Mm-hmm.
Japan, that would never fly in Japan.
Well,
They'd be like, no, we hate. No, you want to give us more access to foreigners? Never.
Well, the other thing about doing something like that with Japan is that I don't know what the time difference is between us and Japan, but it's got to be like 8 hours or something.
Up there.
So you're not going to have that much time where both people in Japan and people here are awake.
I was thinking about that. There was another place that they did
Salem Commons.
Yeah. There was another
comment. Sorry, go ahead.
There was another place. I forget what it was. I think one side was Poland. But they did the same guy, or they did the same thing in Poland and another country as like a test run or like a first one.
Mm-hmm.
And it went great.
Well, that's good.
I'd argue this one went great.
Without problem from in their perspective.
Yeah.
I guess we can say. I mean, I felt something about like, I guess I'm used to people like in America bringing up 9/11 as a joke. Be like, oh, you New Yorkers and your towers aren't there anymore. LOL. You know, no one expects a second plane. Solid joke. But for something about people in other countries doing it as well is really funny.
I mean,
it's funnier when
they just have
people in other countries try it and then they find out that none of us care anymore. Like they really thought they were hitting us in the gut with that one, and then it was like, oh yeah, LOL.
Oh yeah,
here's my profile picture. It's literally the second tower falling.
Yeah, this is a mark of being a New Yorker.
Like I remember why people were making fun of Japan for something.
Oh, so people make fun of Japan
Japanese Twitter. Correct, but there was something specific this time. So a bunch of people on Japanese Twitter were just trying to make a bunch of 9/11 jokes, and they were all shocked at how it wasn't working at offending people.
Yeah, we make those too.
Yeah, they didn't know that.
But more than y'all.
Yeah, it's our thing. We're numb to it by now. We don't care. We forgot.
We did forget.
They told us to never forget, but we did.
Dude, we're gonna forget.
What am I forgetting?
Exactly.
Speaking
of 9/11.
Yeah?
Speaking of 9/11,
Weezer. Okay, all right. The next part of this podcast.
Crashing my plane.
We have.
Why do they gotta fly?
Do. The Weezer riff. So Weezer did not do 9/11.
Ooh, I look just like Al Qaeda.
If you want to destroy my tower.
My tower. We're horrible. We're horrible.
This
Damn
Oh,
these Saudi Arabian
no.
girls. They do it to me every time.
Oh
do
my
to me
God.
every time.
All
I
right,
don't think
this might be the single worst moment of the podcast.
I don't think this makes it into the I don't think this makes it into the compilation.
We just established we're over.
So Weezer, hey, there's a concert coming.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
Weezer coming to Boston.
Yeah, Weezer's coming to Boston. We are
Dude, no one's
going.
gonna expect a second Weezer visit.
No one expects the second riff.
God.
Oh my god, if they do a encore of Buddy Holly. Mr. President, second Buddy Holly has hit
It's hit the arena. Because they're doing the Blue album. So it's just so they're doing the Blue album. So their encore is just doing an song from the album again. Oh geez. Yeah, fuck.
How many songs are in the Blue album anyway?
Like 13, maybe. Billion, bajillion. I have to look. It might be more than that actually. But yeah, we're gonna go see Weezer. We're gonna go see Weezer in September.
10
when they
songs.
come to Boston. 10 songs.
Yep.
Yo. So we're gonna go see Weezer. And then on the 12th, some of us are going to see Young Gravy, the Serving Country tour.
Yeah, I'm not joining in for that one.
Which is the 12th. So I like how even though these two concerts are right next to each other, they did give us time in the middle to remember.
What day of the week is the 10th, by the
Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday?
Because I know the Young Gravy concert is right before my long weekend.
Yeah, Thursday.
Bro. Okay.
So this week they give us a day in the middle. Remember, that's how I was unironically remembering, what the days were because I realized one was right.
9/11 was right in the middle.
Right.
I was gonna say I may want to take 9/11 off then.
To remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, to remember the fact that I'm gonna probably be tired as fuck.
Because from all the crying.
Yes, from the crying.
From the crying that we're going to do.
Yes.
All the remembering you're doing.
Yeah, remembering hard sometimes. So I think it's right that we should just take the day off. Get the day off after.
Mm-hmm. All right,
dude. I'm just happy that this might be this is the end of the training arc, so to speak.
Yeah.
Because I've convinced you all to go see Weezer live.
Yeah, I don't know how the hell that happened.
Is that insane? I've just
I've said this
for Lethal Company mods are Weezer.
I've said this before. I forget if you were here when I said it, but it honestly scares me how much influence you have in my life.
It's only for the better, man. What are you talking about?
I mean, maybe.
Yeah. Now everyone's going to hear the riff live. You're going to have a spiritual awakening.
Yeah.
And all our lives are going to be better off for it. I only see this as an absolute win.
Is this the first Weezer concert you've been to?
Yeah.
Okay. I figured, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I've been. I mean, I've liked concerts, but I haven't been big on concerts until past couple of years, actually going to them.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is not the first one, but the first one in a while that it wasn't just someone going. I'll be like, oh, I'll go.
Mm.
Like I was like actively like, this is one I want to go to. And then Young Gravy also. I knew it was coming for a while. No New York show for Young Gravy. He's not going to New York. Yeah.
Just Boston?
Chat was not happy about it. And by chat, I mean Twitter. And by Twitter, I mean X. And by X, I mean the platform formerly known as Twitter. I don't know, that's just the one thing I saw. You're like, well, why are you not going to New York? I think the other show he did recently, I don't think he went to Boston.
Well, there
So maybe
he
it's
just did a
that.
New York show. Dude, I'm sick and
Can't help every single
tired.
city.
Well, not only that, but like, I'm sick and tired of the people who do not live in the Northeast who are just like, oh yeah, everyone in New England can just go to New York for a concert. It's fine. Like, bitch, I am not driving down to New York City for a fucking show.
Depending on what it is, but
Like, Boston is a really solid choice because like, the furthest you would live from Boston in New England, the furthest is like northern Maine. And even then, that's only like, what, 4 hours probably? Like, maybe 5? Which still
Something like that,
sucks. But like, for the majority of New England, where people actually are going to live, they are within like a 2-hour driving distance of Boston. Whether you're in Rhode Island, Connecticut, New Hampshire, or Mass. Whereas New York City, yeah, there's a lot of people who live in New York City, and it'll be great for people who are in Jersey, but like that's really about it. It ain't all about them.
Yeah, I mean, they'll get enough money from it anyway, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm also wondering, like, solid chance that they just couldn't find, because you're thinking New York in summer. I mean, venues have to be like filled.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to New York. So I think there's a solid chance that they
Because
wanted
you
to.
couldn't find somewhere to go in New York?
Yeah, or somewhere like, because also you gotta think that not all venues are equal. Some, you don't want something too big that's gonna make it look like you don't want like an empty show, right? I mean, Young Gravy's pretty popular. He's really popular, but I'm thinking that you don't want somewhere that's too big, because then you're gonna look like no one's there. You don't want something too small that's like, what, no one's gonna be there, or only like a few people can go, like relatively speaking, because you're gonna kind of like how many people you're gonna have, or you can make they can make estimates as to how many just based on prior shows. So if the right place just couldn't be made, yeah, I mean, Boston's not a bad alternative to New York. If you really want to go, if you really want to go, you could. They're not that far out of the way of each other.
It's far enough that it's not something where I could just be like, oh, I'll go to New York for the weekend, sure.
Yeah, unless it's something you really want to do. It's not. I'm saying it's not. It's not an insane. It's not an insane trek if it's something you really want to go to.
Well, I mean, yeah, if it's something you really want to go to and you plan ahead, I could go all the way fucking down to DC, like. But like, it's a matter of to what extent do you have to plan it out. Like, for example, if you, Matt, were like, "Oh, Rob, this weekend, do you want to go to Boston?" I could be like, "Yeah, sure, whatever, fuck it." That takes like little to no planning or thought. New York takes a little more thought insofar as, well, how are we getting there? What's our plan? Do we have somewhere to stay?
Yeah, maybe you got like 3 months if I wanted to. If Young Grave was only in New York and I really wanted to go, wait, 3 months away. 3 months? May.
September is about 4 months right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I think as long as you get one, you're gonna get the diehards of you'll get the people that really want to go in
Mhm.
Northeast.
I think I had mentioned to you guys about how I'm going to this like Harry Potter podcast thing.
Yeah.
So they're doing 4 shows, and they're doing Boston, New York, Philadelphia, DC, I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
So that was something where I was like, oh, sick. Boston, yeah, I'll easily go to that. So that'll be fun. I have that in like 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah. That'll actually be that will genuinely be, I think, the first time I go to do something in Boston alone.
First time they do something in Boston, though, not your first time alone in Boston.
I mean, both, I think.
Really?
Yeah, I don't go to that many events. And typically if I'm doing something, I'm doing it either with family or friends.
But you just even if you're not just doing anything, just being in Boston.
Yeah, what am I gonna go do in Boston? I never had a reason to go to Boston.
Huh.
That's
Game in
not
Boston.
that's not something I do in my free time. I'm not like you where I'm like, oh, I'll go walk around Boston.
Yeah, I'm not assuming you're like me. I'm just like figured maybe at some point you would have had to go to Boston for something that wasn't like maybe not something recreational. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, my first time going to Boston by myself was like last year because that's what my training was for this job.
Yeah, I can't particularly think of any reason I ever had to go to Boston.
Or you just never had to take, or I don't know, you have to take if you ever take the train somewhere.
I mean, I've had to go like to other places, like other suburbs of Boston. But no, work-wise, work has never made me have to go to Boston.
I think it's more that it's just it's our capital city. You think it's a big city. You think a lot of things happen there at one point in your life. You're just not super unreasonable to think at one point. You're like, this place I have to go just happens to be here.
Yeah. We got to find out what the plan is about you dropping me off somewhere too.
Oh, and we just drop you off in the middle of nowhere?
Yeah.
Oh. Do it this summer, probably.
Well, it'll have to be before I leave for my trip, but yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hey.
Probably like late June.
I know where I'm dropping you.
Okay.
That's easy.
Have you told anyone?
Yeah.
Who have you told? Does Dustin know?
I think I told Georgia. I think I just happened to be talking to Georgia about it.
Okay.
I know where it's gonna be.
Well, the plan is you're going to drop him off somewhere random in Boston.
Mm-hmm.
And then he has to just try finding us somewhere else in Boston, but by himself.
Yeah.
Well, I think the idea is that there will be someone with me.
There's gonna be
but
someone.
Like they will give me like
there is?
no. Yeah, I think the idea is someone will be with me.
Yeah, someone will be with Rob. They will have his
my phone.
You'll have your phone. And what money? You offered no money in exchange for more time, I believe, is how it worked.
I forget exactly what we settled, but we can discuss that again.
Because there was a point where a deal was made.
I think it was something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was something around no money. Or I was thinking maybe like limiting you to like $5 so you can take the train, the T somewhere. And then because it's once you get on, you're good to take it pretty much anywhere until you get off of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think either 1 or 2 chances of that would be fair. I just got to figure out where it makes sense where it makes sense for us to be during the time.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, and then you'll have just someone with you. Also, just so you don't, get like mugged. I mean, you're not going to have your phone or wallet on you, so I don't know what they're going to get from you. But
yeah, I mean, still just a safety thing in case like some emergency happened and we had to like call it off.
Oh, also more importantly, someone to have a camera on you.
Yeah, sure.
That's the important part. I don't give a shit about your safety.
Sure, someone recording me while I make a fool of myself. Kind of like, now that I think about it, Matt, it's almost like the group that I watch do like their travel games or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
One of the most recent ones they did was hide and seek across the entire country of Switzerland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and the way that they did it basically was that you wanted to hide for as long as you possibly could, and whoever was looking for you, they could ask questions and get information from you. But in exchange for the information, the hider gets coins that they can then use to like slow down the seekers.
Slow down the seekers.
So like one of the penalties that could happen, I think, was something like I'm trying to think of exactly what it was. It was something like before you can ask for your next clue, you need to complete the following. And let's just say it was something along the lines of balance an apple on your head and walk 30 feet forward.
Oh.
So like then you'd have to go find the apple, put it on your head, balance it 30 feet. If you fuck it up, try again.
So you're also going to have an apple on your head when you're walking around Possum.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Yeah. I like that.
But it was funny because at one point one of the hiders found this random playground in a town in Switzerland, and that's where they decided to hide. So they're hiding under the slide, and they're like, this is not, in hindsight, this is really creepy.
Yeah, a grown adult is hiding in a children's playground. That was their first idea.
Yeah. Well, the playground was not well maintained. It looked like it hadn't been used in a while.
Fair.
But you know what gets funny though is it turns out that on Google Maps, the playground was actually not identified there. So after the episode was released, people went ahead in Google Maps and actually named the playground after the guy who hid there.
Oh, because you could just sometimes claim things on.
Yeah.
I think it's insane that you can look up a business on Google and it'll be like, "Do you own this business? Claim it now."
Yes, I own the CIA.
Yeah, like important buildings. Because you could just be like, "Yeah, I own it." Oh, all right. Well, congratulations. And then you walk
on Google, so
and you walk into it.
It's like you're on it. It's like the guy who set it up on Google, where they set up a ski rental place at the White House, and they called it Edward Snowden. It's like, damn, that's on the nose.
And then what are they going to do?
Google leases squatters' rights, apparently.
Your Honor, please Google this. Google this location.
As you can see, it did not have an owner until I claimed it on Google.
Please click on that owner's profile, on that owner's Google Plus profile. That's, as you can see, that is not the president of the United States. That is in fact me. Sir, that's not that under owner. It does not say Joe Biden. I'm looking for
It
$50
makes it
million.
very clear that I am now president of the United States.
Dude, the second most stolen election in history.
Yeah.
Joe Biden.
Most stolen. Like there's a range of how stolen it can be.
Joe Biden. Did you see that they're gonna debate each
Obama.
other?
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
June 25th and once in September.
Wait, the 25th of what?
June 25th.
Oh, June 25th. I didn't hear the June part.
Still super early.
Yeah.
Especially because I don't think either side has like accepted the nomination.
Well, in case you
The
are,
conventions haven't happened yet.
Yeah, that's the thing.
well, here's the thing. Okay,
Yeah,
this
we know who it's gonna be.
yeah, it's a weird election. Okay, so like, yeah, Biden obviously is the thing. The convention, as far as the Democrats go, is just a formality. There's nothing really weird going on there. Okay. And then you have the Republican Party, which is kind of in a weird position.
Yeah, we know why.
In theory, Trump's the nominee. In reality, I'm very interested to see how this criminal case goes. They're not pursuing jail time, so in theory, it shouldn't make too much of a difference. But
yeah, the only one that meant anything got delayed to after the election anyway. So,
the Georgia one.
Yeah,
that's what I'm excited for because that one they're allowed to have camera. They're allowed to have cameras in.
Well, it'll still be and the scary thing about that is that if it gets delayed enough and Trump does get reelected, he can basically just be like, nah, not happening.
Yeah,
you say nah.
That's what they've been fighting for this whole time. That's why they're trying to.
Right, so.
I think it was the debates. There's going to be no audience members. Like, no live audience, I should say.
That's good.
And,
Good.
I know what Joe Biden wanted is that was mics that shut off immediately after your time is up.
That would actually be really.
I mean, I think if anyone deserves to ask for that,
yeah,
I think there's only one person that has actual firsthand knowledge of what that's like.
Yeah, although it's weird because some sites were saying that not all terms were agreed to. It's like, well, by who? Because Joe Biden agreed and Donald Trump agreed. So what? Is CBS having trouble with this?
CBS, or maybe
I don't know, Chief.
Is it like people that are responsible for the two of them not being like, this is not a good idea? They're like, it's like two kids planning a sleepover, and it's like the kids are going to say yes, regardless of how reckless it is.
The parents, meanwhile, are like, I don't know. It's a school night.
We never said you could do this. You want to have a sleepover on a Wednesday night? What, are you crazy? You have a midterm tomorrow. You have a test. Yeah, I don't know. It's like, did you see Biden's video about it?
No.
Oh, basically he had like this whole like video, like a video calling out Donald Trump.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm wondering, a lot of people were talking about how because it was just full. It was like it looked like a Philip DeFranco video with how many jump cuts there were. They're like wondering like, is it meant to be this, or was he just not able to hold a coherent thought for long enough? And then people were like, damn, they're gonna start releasing. It was very like weirdly like, I don't want to say hip, but like people were like, damn, are they gonna like, is Biden gonna like drop a diss track at the end of this?
I'm gonna make a bold prediction. It's not a prediction that I'm happy to make, but I genuinely do believe this is gonna happen. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of who wins the election, I think within the next 5 years, we see at least one genuine assassination attempt.
Mm.
Yeah, what do you count as
it-
genuine?
You planning something?
Because I mean, there's been bombs sent to the White House already, so
genuine as in like,
It happens?
huh?
Like they win?
No,
They
not like
they do it?
not necessarily successful, but like I would say like gunman in the same room as president.
Hmm. Perhaps.
Because like, yeah,
Yeah.
there have been like other what I would call minor assassination attempts, but like the last like really big one I think was Reagan, where Reagan was actually shot.
Oh.
All right, I'll phrase it like that. I think there's going to be one where the president is
They have to be like
injured
Mr.
in some
President.
way.
An actual Mr.
Okay,
President get down.
I can work with that definition a little better.
Yeah.
So you think there may be one where the president actually has to be taken away from the scene?
Yes.
An actual
Yes.
Mr. President get down.
Yeah.
Unironic
Yeah.
Mr. President get down.
Where Secret Service has to like quickly step in. Yeah.
I mean, I don't think that's that outrageous. Considering things are only
It's a
Didn't that
scary
happen with
thought,
Obama?
though.
That's what I'm trying to think of. I can remember Obama was doing a speech and I thought he heard gunshots or something.
I think it was unrelated though, it was determined.
Oh, was it?
he just happened to be there. Wrong place.
I might be wrong.
Yeah, I like, barely even remember what that was even.
I'm trying to Google it.
Yeah, I mean, things are only going to escalate over time.
Yeah.
So it's
I
not
mean,
it's not that outrageous of a thing to think.
the only so I'm looking. Kind of depressing to think about, but there's an entire Wikipedia page on security incidents involving Obama.
Yeah, president.
But a decent amount of them are just like people talking about things.
Yeah.
Or like a mail thing or something like that.
Do get a lot of stuff in the mail.
This might be what you heard. On the night of November 11, 2011, someone fired a gun at the White House with 7 rounds striking it, but no one was injured.
Wait, what year?
Obama was not at the White House at the time of the shooting.
What was the date again?
11, 11, 11.
11, 11, 11.
What year?
11, 11, 11, 2011.
11, 11. That's when Skyrim came out.
True.
So they were just really excited about Skyrim.
Maybe. But yeah, like I don't see anything like
Mr. President, how have you not played Skyrim? Mr. President. That's probably where he was. That's why he wasn't at the White House.
He was playing Skyrim.
He was playing Skyrim when it came out. I think that's fair. I think that's good. Yeah. Like, have you heard the Nords? Have you heard the Greybeards, Mr. President? The Greybeards are calling to you, Mr. President. Will you fight for the Nords, Mr. President?
Alright, wait. This is a weird one. Okay, so I'm looking at security events involving Trump now. I want you to tell me which one here sounds like a little out of place. You ready?
Okay.
So we have the 2016 Vegas rally incident, 2016 gun scare, 2017 forklift.
Forklift?
Yeah.
Playing?
So someone stole a forklift and tried to drive towards the presidential motorcade with it.
That's funny.
And then, 2 ricin attempts. People love ricin. Never works though.
Ricin?
I'll never see it coming.
Yeah, well,
And
ricin
hit
is
you with a
a
forklift.
ricin's a poison.
Oh.
So what they'll do is they'll put it on the glue of like an envelope and send it to the White House. But like all mail is checked like so much.
Oh yeah. How'd you think that goes by?
2020, a man was arrested. The man who and was involved in the kidnapping plot against the Michigan governor. Trump was on a list of politicians that they said they wanted to hang. And then in August of 2023, a social studies teacher was arrested after threatening to kill both Trump and his 17-year-old son. And that's really about it. Really nothing too crazy about Trump, actually.
Mm.
The closest incident is actually the first one, which was back when he was a presidential candidate, where someone tried to grab a police officer's pistol, but they fucked it up and got arrested immediately.
I think I remember that one.
Damn.
Speaking of politicians, did you see the what was it, the House? What went on in the House?
What happened in the house?
Marjorie Taylor Greene.
With Marjorie Taylor Greene?
No, I haven't heard this.
Drunk
What
and
happened?
she was making fun of other Congress members.
Yeah,
Oh,
they were talking
boy.
about something. She like makes fun of a representative from Texas. They're making fun of her. No, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Magic the Gather, MTG, Magic the Gathering Green. She made fun of like her eyelashes.
Okay.
And so she made that, and then I think it was AOC was like, why would you say that? That's like, why would you just make fun of the appearance of another person here? Like, that's not okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then Marjorie Taylor Greene was just like was doubling and like tripling down on it and like making fun of people.
Yep.
And then someone, and
It's pretty bold considering she looks like that.
Yeah. And then I think, what was it? I think Lauren Boebert said something.
Mm-hmm.
Or something about her. She came up at some point, and I would have loved if someone was just like, I know she keeps getting harassed about the Beetlejuice thing. People keep shouting Beetlejuice at her.
Yeah.
Wait, what happened about that?
Do you not know?
You don't know about the Beetlejuice thing?
I don't think so.
So she was at a showing of like the musical for Beetlejuice.
Yeah, sure.
And during the whole time, she was like, basically just like, she was just like feeling up her boyfriend the whole time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
First she was being loud and annoying, then she got caught vaping when she wasn't
she
supposed to be doing that in there.
Yep.
And then she was giving her boyfriend a hand to eat during the show.
Oh my goodness.
And then they get kicked out. And it's so funny.
And she got kicked out. She literally says, "Do you know who I am?"
Yeah.
It's like, lady, that's the problem. I do know who you are.
And that's why you shouldn't be doing it more than anyone else.
Yeah.
It was insane. So she's never living that one down.
Yeah. I try to stay away from the stupid drama of politics and focus on the actual drama.
If anything, I do the exact opposite.
No, I know. That's why it's nice, because
I don't care.
We can compare political notes and get to the bottom of what's going on.
Like,
at times.
I know all the others. I know everything else that's going on, but I'm thinking, it's going to be more fun to talk about. Is because I know because whoever was running that meeting, I don't know who it was. Some guy, maybe he has power. I don't know who it was. Who was basically running that whole meeting? The representative from Texas was like, basically, she was basically said like, all right, so like, hypothetically, if I called someone in this room like I think it was like bleach blonde butch body bitch or something along the lines of that. Is that like allowed? Like hypothetically, would that be an okay
Just as a
thing
question,
to
if I were
say?
to do that.
Yeah, not that I'm doing it. And
So
then
no-
the guy was just like, that guy was way in over his head. He had no idea what he was doing. He did not know how to handle that situation.
Speaking about the politics, though, that I pay attention to that you probably haven't heard about. Did you hear about what's happened with Slovakia?
Didn't their prime minister die?
Their prime minister had an assassination attempt, but it looks like they're gonna live.
Oh, he survived. Ah,
Yeah, but
Damn.
yeah,
plan
damn.
failed.
Hmm.
Don't worry.
I flew to Slovenia for nothing.
You flew to where? Yeah,
Yeah.
Slovenia?
but it's Slovakia. The guy was not Slovenia.
I thought you said Slovenia.
No, it's Slovakia.
Where's Slovenia?
Slovenia
I
is
fly to Slovenia.
Slovenia is a different
No
Slovenia
wonder
is a
that-
different country near
Who's the guy I
Slovakia.
killed in Slovenia?
Just a guy.
No.
Oh no! He seemed so
dude,
important.
I fumbled this so badly.
Yeah.
I just googled. They sound the same. I think anyone could make that mistake.
Yeah. From what I understand, the prime minister is a little more on the conservative side of things, but even you have to keep in mind that conservative in Europe might as well still be liberal here.
Oh, true.
If only there was some sort of.
I wonder.
But yeah, he's not. He was in serious critical condition, but I don't think he still is.
You know what they need?
Yeah,
Slovakia and Slovenia. They need a portal.
they need a portal. Slovakia and Slovenia.
Well, I'll
Yeah.
be there.
Yeah,
Would
which
never
side?
expect me at the portal.
I think if they had a portal, we wouldn't have this problem.
Maybe.
Yeah. Also, portal. My house and Dustin's house.
Yeah,
And
Let's
and
go.
Rope's house.
yeah.
We have a portal. We set up portals.
Is
We
that
already have that.
Just don't think about it.
Is that the
We can
backup
just turn
to
our
the
cameras on
cul-de-sac?
right now.
Don't think about it. No. I want like a massive nether portal looking thing, and I could be
Yeah.
like, hi. I could just say hi through it. I mean,
I
we
don't
have-
think I
we
would
don't-
want you to have 24/7 access to seeing me.
Oh, I mean that you know about.
I want to hang out with you guys 24/7.
Yeah, true.
True. I can only handle so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so Matt, genuine question, okay?
I've already been mad at Rob for the past week.
Matt.
Yeah.
When do the three of us and one other person just fucking recreate the Weezer album? Like the
I mean, I can-
cover.
That's what I was saying to him yesterday. Because we're going to the for the Weezer concert. I told him either all five of us get that Blue Album T-shirt, or Matt wears his Blue Album T-shirt, and the other four of us dressed up as the Blue Album.
Dress
Like
up
how
as the
they
Blue
dressed
Album.
on it.
Dude.
I
I'll,
unfortunately cannot participate.
I'll be guy on the far right.
You're far right.
Yeah.
Rob far right. Shocker.
That's not what I meant, but
Yeah.
okay, so he'll be up far right. Why didn't you stop saying that?
I reckon.
You're the lead, Rob. You're Rivers Cuomo.
Yeah.
Oh, Rivers Cuomo,
Wait.
congratulations.
Yeah, far right.
I reckon Dustin far left, then
That's what I was
Georgia,
gonna say.
then Fanning, then me.
Yeah.
If it's that 4.
Dustin, what can you do? Can you rock the white shirt with the black shirt under it?
I think so.
There we go.
Or should I go Fanning than Georgia?
Who's taller?
Not me.
And Weezer or the friend group?
Well, unfortunately, in the Weezer one, they're all pretty much the same height except for one.
Yeah.
So if we wanted to be accurate,
No.
we might have to rearrange it a little. You're just saying, would it be against if I was to say that the order would make sense in another way, would that be allowed? Hypothetically, if I was saying it. I'm not saying it.
We just asked Fanning and Georgia who wants to be who.
Yeah, who's taller?
Yeah. Well, Georgia's taller.
Okay, so Fanny gets it then.
All right.
And if he complains, should have been here.
I'm gonna
He probably has the
quickly
easiest one.
step away. Hang on.
Who? Just a blue shirt, brown
Just
pants.
blue shirt and khakis.
Oh, easy.
Because it seems like he's also wearing a black shirt under the blue shirt.
I wonder what the deal was. Was layers just big back then?
No, he probably was wearing an undershirt. Didn't want to sweat too much.
True. Oh, actually, instead, what I could do is I could just dress up as a big big blue square and walk behind you guys the whole time.
Yeah.
Just fuck whoever's sitting behind us. I just come dressed as a wall. They're like, how do I see? How am I supposed to see past?
All right,
this
we're
guy?
doing the bit. You have to find your own way to watch the show. We're doing a bit right now.
You know what the
We
worst?
cut a hole in it.
You know what the worst part about the warmer weather coming out is?
What?
The spiders.
The what?
The spiders.
The spiders.
Yeah, they're starting to
These
come
little
out.
arachnids with 8 legs.
Yeah, that's what I just had to deal with.
8
with
legs.
Hmm.
Well, I wasn't thinking about spiders, but now I am. So thanks for that.
Yeah, well, I was the one who just saw one crawling along my wall.
Yeah, you only
I
saw
was like, awesome.
the one you did
And of
say.
course, now me and my arachnophobia is now scanning the rest of my ceiling.
You know what spiders are a good sign of?
Healthy Lake Erie.
No, that's a different bug.
No, those are mayflies.
Yeah.
Spiders are a good sign for the end of a podcast episode.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This is news to me, but I believe you.
It's actually
Well
true.
documented.
Yeah, it's a well documented thing that's actually an omen.
Matt,
Oh.
there's a spider crawling across the screen right now.
Don't.